Hello, hello. I am Laboom Like. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to have a little pattern review for you of the Sophie Hines Axis tank. Okay, so I recently made the Sophie Hines Axis tank. It is I think, according to Sophie Hines, it's an easy pattern, and I would mostly agree about that. It's a pretty simple tank top, a crop tank top. Some people kind of use it as a sports bra, but a crop tank top with some varying neckline variations, as well as some piecing details that you can do. I made a simple version. I want to say this is view 3. Maybe it's view 4. I'm not sure. But I made the simple tank top all in one color with a high neckline. So I love this pattern. First of all, I made this out of a stretch crepe. I think that was in my stash from a Joann's haul. Not haul is not the right way to say it, but I just bought it at Joann's. It's a stretch crepe, synthetic. I'm not sure what it's made out of. Maybe a poly cotton blend with a decent amount of stretch, just the right amount that they asked for, I think 50 to 75%. And I love it. It's in a peanut butter color, and I just really love the way it looks on my skin. I love the texture of this crepe. Let me see if I can get it like, love the texture of it. Love choosing this fabric for it. It didn't have too many pattern pieces, which I love. You guys will see there's just this seam in the back. So really creating the main shell is just one piece, and then you have all of these bindings for the arm, neck, and hemband. And it was a simple make for me. Time consuming only because you go over each seam multiple times. You put in the seam and then you set it with a 3-step zigzag. And when I say it's time consuming, but it's still one of these things. You guys know I'm a slow sewist. I don't remember how long it took me to finish, but I would say from cutting the fabric to having a finished garment, I could see it taking 2 hours if I was diligent, and probably 3.5 or 4 hours if I sew the way I like to, where I kind of just relax and whatnot. And the thing that will take a long time is if you run out of thread, rethreading, that sort of a thing, or pinning, stretching and pinning. Maybe that'll take a little while because you want to make sure that you get it evenly stretched around these armholes and neck holes. But it is a simple make, really, really good for, I would say, an adventurous beginner or advanced beginner. The only reason I wouldn't say this should be like your first project if you've just gotten a machine is dealing with these neck hole and armhole curves and just stretching it just right so you don't mess up the project. I think there's a lot of room, like there's a decent margin of error, but it's a really annoying part to mess up on and not feel like you've ruined your project. So I would say just work with something that's in a simpler woven or doesn't have stretch bindings, and then work on this kind of a project. So I made a size 12-14, and I'll pop up my measurements at the time that I made this. And I feel like it fits well. I like it. It fits a little higher of a crop because I have a larger bust than what this might be ideally drafted for, but I do still like the way it fits. I think it gives me options if I want to add a little bit in the front to go a little down farther past my bust. I love how it cuts in. at the shoulders. When tank tops go too far past the shoulder like this, it's just a lot more conservative and a little more frumpy than, well, I don't want to look frumpy at all. It's a lot more conservative than I like to dress. I like my tank tops to cut in. It looks more modern. I think it looks more me. I really appreciate the way that this cuts in, and the cut of the racer back really works well for my body. I have a more muscular upper body than a lot of patterns draft for. And I don't think Sophie Hines has this drafted for someone with a more muscular upper body, but my shoulders are broad. My arms, I have Michelle Obama arms, you know, Serena, Michelle, these are my people. And an item like this looks really good on us. And I really appreciate the cut of the top of this tank top. It's something simple that looks so stylish because of the cut. All you need to do is make the right fabric choice. Now, my 1214, I think, is the tiniest bit long in the back. I could do with maybe 1 to 2 inches, 1 inch shorter in the back, I think. And I like the length in the front, but I could also go with about 1 or 2 inches longer in the front. So that's how I feel about the fit, even though I like the way that it looks on me. If I wanted to perfect this, I would do those changes there. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it, but I like this pattern. If you guys have made the Sophie Hines Axis tank, I'd love to know what you think. If you haven't made it, this one, I will put out my sewingpatternreview.com review soon, but I think I'm gonna give this guy 5 stars. I say make it, buy it. It's a great pattern. I think it's about $12. If it's something else, I'll pop it up here. And I might have gotten this. Did I get this on sale? I don't know, but really happy with this pattern. Wonderful, A+, 5 stars for Sophie Hines Axis Tank. Thanks for watching my video, y'all. Peace.